tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Partner, you got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late-in-the-half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they designed coming out for the second half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
They juked him. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before the break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Let's go. 180.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Four yards remaining now on second down. Romo going to turn and give it to Klutz, the fullback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. McFadden will be the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Romo. And this is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Vincent Jackson, 33 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tavon Austin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So they're going to go for 2.
Check 88. Check 88. Check.
Romo going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Devin Hester's going to go. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devin Hester, 101 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And yes, Devin Hester just did it again. Another return touchdown. The guy's absolutely phenomenal.
Broke Deion Sanders' record for returns back in 2014. Is he a Hall of Famer, Devin Hester?
I believe so because of the impact he has. What teams have to do when they plan and game plan, trying to either keep it away from him, trying to cover him. But guess what? He turns it into points. Punters are going into the Hall of Fame. Kickers are going into the Hall of Fame. I think guys who score points should go into the Hall of Fame.
They come out here in the eye. Little motion now from the tight end. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy
Josh Dotson, past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. An even 80 yards. Back now in Arlington. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Romo now to throw it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning. For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And a really good gain there on the post route. Partner, how do you know to go to that pass?
When you're running the ball effectively and the safety likes to dive up there to try and help tackle, that's when you want to hit him over the top with the post in the area he vacates.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Time running out here on the play clock. On first down, it's Romo. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On second down, McFadden. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
50.
From the gun on third down, Romo got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
McFadden will be the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
3 down. 20, hurry up. Switch.
Now again, here's Klutz, the fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, at least folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
Down to a knee is Romo, and that should be all she wrote. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.